Hello students, how are you? This lecture is going to discuss about digitization. Digitization plays vital role in embedded systems. So here I am going to start the course with the introduction of digitization. This will let you the flow of various levels of digitization transitions. Here I took the example of digitization through various cash payments. Digitization means using digital technology as a part of everyday life. Digitization of payments helps a person to transfer money from his bank account to the payees for his or her day to day transactions. Modes of digital payments include a number of instruments under one umbrella which can be used as and when required. India is stepping into the leadership role in the arena of internet age and is anticipating a growth in such a way people have more access to mobile than that of electricity connections at home. Thus, India is moving forward to the aim of cashless society, which means paper currency in circulation will reduce to minimal and all payments are made through digital mechanism. The example that I am going to discuss will illustrate about digitization transformation from cash to cashless payments. Well, we'll start what is a payment. A payment is the voluntary tender of money or its equivalent or things of value by one party to another party. Either it will be in the form of goods or it can be through the services or with some fulfillment of legal obligation. In the payment, there are two parties. One is payer, the another one is payee. The party who is making a payment is commonly called as payer, while the payee is the party receiving the payment. These payments can be effectively divided into different ways. For example, we'll see the first payment type. The first payment category is cash payment and I am considering this is as payment 1.0. In this payment, both payer and payee will do the direct money payment. The payer will pay the money to the payee for his or her belongs that he or she bought. In this payment, the following points are noted. The first one is purely anonymous transaction. What is the meaning of purely anonymous transaction? So here no unidentified and no other unauthorized transaction between both the parties will be will be known. The possibility of the payer make claims that yes he or she paid even though for no payment. Similarly, the payee may claims that he or she did not receive money for the paid money. So this is called purely anonymous transaction. That means there is no any identification or authorization with respect to the transaction. Then coming to the next point, no data of source and beneficiary, which means there is no proof of who is the payer and who is the payee. So this is the another characteristics will be happen with respect to the cash payment. That means there is no indication of who is the payee and payer. Then the next point is driven by on hand directly. That means here the transaction happens between two parties by direct money transaction and it is very fast transaction. Direct transfer of money payment between payer and payee and it is very fast transaction. Here the transaction will complete very fast. That means both payer and payee will complete their transaction very fastly. Then we will see the next category of the payment, that is payment 2.0, which is called check payment. Yes, in this payment both payer will do money transaction to payee through check. That means the payer will write a check of the required amount of cash to the payee for his or her belongings that he or she need to pay. What are the characteristics in this transaction? Well, the first one is transaction recorded manually. So what it means? By writing the details of the payment through the authorized bank check, and its guarantee of payment will happen during this kind of transaction. So because everything is written manually and the transaction also recorded over here. Then the second point is who and whom is captured. That is here the proof of who made the check and to whom it has to be reached is detailed very clearly. Whereas in previous case there is no proof of who has taken and from whom has taken. All these details are not captured during your last kind of payment. Then coming to the third characteristics with respect to this payment, hire decide to execute cycle. So basically it means the time that it is going to execute this transaction. To complete this transaction between two parties, generally for check clears it will take either 24 hours to 72 hours. So this is the time to clear the check and other possibilities. That means if any delay happened during its transaction, or if there is any kind of holidays will come from the day that he or she is going to make, and till to complete the transaction some delay will happen. So the possibility of completing of this check transaction will take 24 hours to 72 hours. So here the time to execute this transaction is higher compared to your previous kind of payment. Well, the next category is swipe phishing, and this will be considered as a payment 3.0. Well, in this payment, payer will have his or her authorized bank card to pay his bills or other kind of transactions, and the payee will use his bank authorized that one with the high-end network connected swiping machine to make the transaction from the payer. The payee will enter the details of amount to pay, and after entering the payer PIN details, the amount will be debited from the payee card, and transaction will be completed by updating the information to the payer. Well, what are the characteristics in this payment? The transaction is recorded in real time. What is meaning of the real time? The real time means about the time details. That means when the transaction is happened, what is the time, what are the exact location where it is going to be happen. All these details will be maintained during this transaction. So this is called real time kind of recording of the transaction. Then when and where also captured. So it informs about the details of payee and payer and the event about the time of transaction when it was happened. Then coming to the third one, the third characteristic is about lawyer decide to execute cycle. So even though this transaction making the real time and the details of the payer and payee, the time that to be executed it is not instant. That means it will take some time to complete this transaction. That means the amount once that is debited from the payer to reach to the payee, it will take time. Normally it is 12 hours to 24 hours. For example, if you are going for any grocery shop, if you did any transaction, you will be getting the details of your money got debited, but the amount to be credited into the payer will take some time. So that's why compared to the previous payment 2.0, here the decide to execute cycle, that is time to complete the transaction, is lower compared to your previous kind of payment 2.0. So this is the another kind of digitization happen with respect to the cash payment. But anyway, authorization and other time details are able to be identified over here. But to make the transaction is very instant. That means very immediately. That means once I done my transaction, I want to get the amount immediately. So how this is going to be happen, that we will see in the next kind of payment. So it is called payment 4.0 and this is a instant payment. In this payment, both the payee and payer are registered through common platform, for example Google Pay. We already know about this Google Pay. Nowadays many of the customers and many of the payees using this kind of transaction, where in this payment all the payer and payee will register through this common platform, for example Google Pay, where the payer and payer will register through their bank account and phone numbers. Those who are in that platform can perform the transaction of any kind like money transfer, bill transfers and payments, etc. So through this platform, the payee payer can do any kind of transactions. Need not be groceries bill, it need not be some other kind of thing. It even includes how to pay the electrical bills and gas bills. Everything can be paid through this platform. Then what are the characteristics of this payment? We'll see one by one. So one platform for many things, as it involves transaction related to bill payment, transaction between two end users, and regular bills like electricity, internet bills, etc. This is considered as a single platform for many things. Well, the next characteristic is about anywhere, anytime freedom. It is user friendly. The transaction can be done at any time and at any place. So that's why this kind of payment is very friendly with respect to all the users and then other customers. Then the last characteristics is about zero decide to execute cycle. Compared to the previous payment versions, here the transaction will be completed within a fraction of seconds. The transaction between the two parties happens immediately, like as that is happened with respect to the cash payment transaction between the two different parties. So there is no delay is happening during this kind of transaction. Once the Google Pay is done by the payer, immediately the amount to be can be checked by the payee within a fraction of seconds. So that's why this kind of payment has zero decide to execute cycle. So this example shows about the digital transition for the payment from manual cash payment to cashless payment of money transaction. Now you consider an example of bus ticketing system, where you just try the ticketing system for a metro bus and conclude your comments with various versions. We are seeing nowadays our metro bus, it is coming with so crowding system. So what are the various steps to be considered in order to make this ticketing system as digitalization? Just practice this example as like that we discussed with respect to the example of cash payment transactions. Well, now you came to the end of this topic. It just discussed the starting point of embedded system design as digitization as one of the important component. We need to understand about the overview and other challenges of it. We'll see those topics in the next lecture. Thank you.